Hey people, Broken Puppet, and this is how to draw a Chochin Obake, or a London ghost. Enjoy. How to draw a Chochin Obake. Now this is basically just the Japanese lantern sort of spirit thing, like ghost, demon, monster, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to start off with slightly curved oval shape. So almost like a sausage, but just when you get here, just sort of come down a bit flatter. So slightly circular. It's a bit of an odd shape. That's the kind of shape we're going for. Just sketch some rough lines, just curving through it. And as you get to the bottom, just curve the other way. On the top, just bring up a flat bit, curve that around, curve that down, just like so. Same on the bottom. Just bring that a touch. And now, this is basically the shape of the lantern. I'm going to do it in this circle shape here. It's going to be where the mouth goes. Now the mouth is basically just going to be a tear in the lantern, so you're just going to make some rips. So some jaggedy lines, just coming back and forwards. Here, just sort of come back at an angle, so you come back a bit. I'm just going to come back here, and we just keep making jaggedy lines. Come out a little bit here, so it sort of comes at the edge. Then what you're going to do, each time we have one of these lines coming through, we're going to hit that line, and we're going to create a curve inwards to the next one. Because they're basically paper lanterns pretty much, you know, and it's like basically like a wireframe that they kind of sit around. Just roughly keep doing that around the edge until we're at the top. Let's go on the other side. Until we're down the bottom. I'm going to have a bit of fire coming out of the mouth, so I'm just going to create a curve up, curve the other way, and just curve out. So basically got like an S, curve out long. Bring that back, curve around it to a point, curve back around. I'm just going to do that a couple of times, just create that little flick, just come off the edge bit. Maybe one last one just there, coming in that corner of the mouth. And I'm going to add a couple of bits of fire just around the outside. So the same principle, just create a curve, bend in, bend out. So you basically want all of them to kind of curve up like that at the end. I'm going to create one there, one there, one there, maybe a little bit just there. And then the centre bit from this mouth to the top, just here, create yourself a circle, just there. That's where the eye's going to go. Now if you want to get the position right, just curve up through the side bit of this, like so, and that's roughly where you want that circle to sit. I'm going to have a bit that's kind of overlapping, so we're going to create a little bump just here, goes over the top. We're going to have a curve here, just where this eye is kind of frowning. Put the pupil and a bit around it, just where we want it to look. A little circle just there for a highlight. Have a little bit just around the edge there. Maybe a little couple lines just around the outside, just for emphasis. A couple lines just at the top. And the top bit is going to create a curve. Another curve underneath. Create a little ball. I'm going to create some rope. Just come off the lantern. So I'm going to create a line. And each time I do a line, I'm going to do a parallel line next to it. This one's going to come here. I'm going to have a curve here because it's going to sort of curve underneath, and then I'm going to have this bend the other way, where it kind of curves backwards on itself. Curve around here, just come on the inside, around here, into the tip. I'm going to do another one just here. This one can curve up this way. I curve down the other way. So what I do is sometimes I make circle motion, sometimes I come to a stop and have it so it sort of curves that way, and then you curve off the back of it. Same here, like up here, go off the back, curve around, and that rope will curve there. I'm just going to have some glider bits just around that, so just semicircles, just nice and even but sort of varying in size. But just make that curve the same, you know, nice smooth curve. Don't go too crazy with it. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to put my details in now. Just going to come in with a pen. This is just basic Sharpie. You can buy these pretty much anywhere. If not, any pen will do. Don't feel like you have to use this just because it's the one I'm using. So you're just going over all that line work I just done. It's good practice when you're doing the line work to just keep getting your lines and try and make them as smooth as possible. Now, good smooth line work is very good in the picture. And sometimes even a picture, if it's not that good, can actually look pretty decent if the line work is good. So it's just practice. Just practice pulling your lines in one smooth motion. You know, just be fluid with it. You know, just flow. Now, it takes a bit of practice, but you get the hang of it after a while. Although I suck at it, calligraphy is a very good way to improve your hand motion. I just study a bit of calligraphy. So then it's going to bring up a line, a couple of circle motions, come back. So bring that out, do the circle, you know, sort of like to knot it. Bring line up, 1, 2, 3, come back. Now done that, it's going to rub that pencil line out. Not completely, because I want to be able to see those little lines in between, so I'm going to do them now with a thinner liner. Just to bring in a different kind of dimension to it. I'll do with that pen. I know I'm normally disorganised, but I just had my floor redone in my shop, so I'm very disorganised today. Around there. And when it sort of gets to the mouth, I just kind of flick it towards the edge. I'll add some little detail bits just around it. Same when you get to the eye, just stop near the eye. So a few little detail lines just around it. Like so, just in a row, just diagonal lines. There. And the clouds I'll do with the marker as I sort of colour it in, so I'm just going to rub out all that pencil work now. If you want to leave your cloud marks in there, you can, so you know where you're doing them. If you can't do it as I'm doing it as you go along. Now it's going to get a couple of brush markers. Now I want to kind of get like a nice kind of brownish tone, so what I'm using is actually flesh markers, so almost like flesh tones. Got burnt sienna, saddle brown, and dusky pink. So what's going to do, actually, should I come on with this first? Yeah, let's come on with this first. I want it to be nice and bold and strong. So let's come in with this one first. So I'm going to do this, most of these sort of ones down the centre, sometimes a little just bit from the corners. Mainly on the underlap, so where it kind of like curves down on each one of these little corners just here. I'm flicking a little bit of that. I just want to have some just coming down the centre. Just like so. And then just going to blend those edges out with a lighter one now. Now I don't want to bring this brown out too much because I just want like a very kind of almost like sharp fade out, so just going over it ever so slightly, and I use the lighter brown a lot more than I do this one. This is just trying to help make that transition. So now I'm just going to blend this out. Now you see as this one dries, it goes very much like almost the same colour as the paper. So if you're using it on white, you'll kind of get this paper colour. If you like this paper, I will be selling it from my Etsy shops very soon. So just keep checking back, you know, and it will be on there soon. Promise next couple of weeks, if it's not up there already. You know, I know some people have a hard time trying to find the exact paper, so I figured just make it easier for you guys. I'll just supply it to you guys. It is very cool paper to use. What probably makes it hard to find, and it's not normally in like the drawing section because it's not really meant for drawing. You know, that's not its initial purpose, but I think it works brilliantly for it. So regardless of where it's supposed to be for that, that's what I use it for. So you see, just blending out those colours, just like so. And you see, as it's starting to dry out the top, you can see how it's going very similar to the page colour. So it's going to get red. Just put red into the fire. This one's just a pro marker. Let's put that in there. Let's grab purple. This is actually a tree marker. Getting quite a strong purple for the inside of this mouth. And what I might do is just hit out with another colour just to tone it down a touch. But just in that centre part of the eye. Then come in with a lighter one. Just soften out that edge. Just around there. And grab me a baby blue. Just to go a little bit of that purple. Just like so. And get me a light green. And leave a little highlight just on the side, just here. And a little line just on that side. Colour the rest in green. I'm just going to grab a yellow. Go around a little edge bit there with just a bit of yellow. Gonna use blue in the rope, I think. Just that stands out a bit different from the actual lantern. Looking at it, I think it's going to make those little handle bits just there red. Just going to grab that very light purple. This is like pretty much a grey, and that's where it comes out. You see me use this one quite a lot. It's amethyst. So I'm just doing those semicircles. All that nice kind of smooth shape, just that plain semicircle, just varying in size and length and placement. Just like so. Just going to fill that in. I might just take just a couple of highlights, not many. Just use a white pencil for that. All that around the edge. Just grab my white pencil. Just white and a little highlight there. Bit there, bit there. Little line just around the eye. Little line around that top bit. Just a little bit on the sides of these edge parts. Bit white there, and just on the top section of some of these lines coming through. And so I'm just around this edge, I think. Lastly, just a little bit, just around some of the mouth a bit. Ain't too crazy. A little bit in the handle. Little curve. There you have it. That is how to draw a Chochin Obake. Now they're quite fun, very simple, you know. Hope you like it. If you draw it, you know, do send me pictures, tag me on Instagram, Facebook, yada yada yada. I love seeing what you guys do. But yeah, check my videos, comment, subscribe, like, yada yada yada. I'm the Broken Puppet, and I'll see you next time. Peace.